question is, if we go to the plane crash, we're gonna be tired. Where do we sleep? Yeah, it'd have to be the bunker. So we can't sleep at Skeeter's. I think that there might be a bed of the Burned Ridge Cave, but it's almost certainly not going to be warm. Okay, can I shed any weight? Need the burnables. I have a bandage. Well, these are cold now. Let's just chow down on potatoes. There. We're not going to lack for carbs, at least. I have 3 torches. Oh, I also have 16 pieces of cloth. That's a lot. I could probably stand to lose a few of those. Okay, but as long as the weather is tolerable, and I know on Misery, that's a wide set of error bars. Let's try to stick to our plan. We'll go straight. We'll navigate through the birch forest. Try to get up to Skeeter's. Check Skeeter's. Fingers crossed the Timbies are not there. And we'll check the plane crash. And, well, okay. We'll either go to the space capsule or the prepper bunker. Depending on which one's closer. Starting -12. Yeah, there were 4 wolves there, man. Alternatively, we grab some bun buns. Ooh, on the hop. You're heading to a cottage this weekend. Oh, nice. For like a riding retreat or just to relax. Dante is stressed at seeing the duffel bag. Oh, poor baby. Little does he know he's coming with. Oh, I'm sure he'll be excited once he grasps the good news. Oh yes, I see now. We were acknowledging the double entendre. Thank you, Andrea. Okay, let me grab those. We are gonna be stinky. Oh, if I can get away with it though. We just pop into the church. I'll harvest these there. Well, but we're not going to be able to cook the meat in there, and I would really like to cook the meat. Well, what do we value more? Convenient meat or a match? See? Okay, we are warming up. Uh, oh yeah. I just, well, okay. No, it's fine. The meat is a nice to have. Our main, our main uh, takeaway from these is going to be the hides and the guts, because we're going to need them for animal hide clothing eventually. So the sooner we get them down to curing, the better. You did not just start another blizzard. It sure did. Man. 3 blizzards in 2 days. Why not? Okay. Well, I guess that settles that. Hopefully it is a full blown blizzard, which means Bingo is going to go run back to his little cave, and we will have unrestricted access. Hang on, if we have unrestricted access, we can just head to the bingo hall now, because he shouldn't be there. I say shouldn't. Yep, might as well find out. But yeah, Andrea, so what is there an occasion for going to the cottage, or just for funsies? There we are. Okay, we'll get where it's warm, and then yeah, now we will just chuck in. Now we're gonna lose some of the meat because we're harvesting by hand and we have no carcass harvesting skill. But you know, every little bit helps. I usually visit Auto this time of year, and there's a long weekend. Oh, nice! And not as good a year, good reason as any. Okay, we lost 12% of the meat there. That's not so bad. I'm gonna take half of our calories. That's okay. You'll have to work while you're there, but hey, that's no bad thing. As as long as like as long as the I guess the internet there is decent. And like it has everything you need. Why not? Okay, let's just use one of the generic books. But that's also, and I think you've been there before, right? Or I know you've mentioned going to a cottage, like having a little work retreat in years past, but I don't know if it's the same one or a same activity, different cottage. No, save the coal. We're gonna need that. Okay, let's see. You get a big piece of... No. We're gonna put the rabbit here. It'll take longer, but that's fine. It'll free up. I'll free these up. You as you're just going to make water. You're going to make water. And you, yeah, make me some porridge. Oh, the might. Oh, okay, that's down the cottage. Much closer by, you went a lot. This one's like 3 hours away, but it's halfway to Ottawa. Ah, gotcha. So, still cottage core, but in a new location. Got it. Okay, drop those. I will make a note. So, PV, bingo hall, 2 rabbit, 2 guts. Okay, 19 minutes, 13 minutes, 9 minutes. See, can you get me one more? You give me one more. Okay, there goes that blizzard. It's just a matter of time until the next one. Okay, I'm gonna straight up and drink that because I don't want to be giving back condition. There we go. Now let's see. Oh, whoa, we're actually making good progress to cooking. Well, cooking 2. Not impressive by any stretch, but we're again. It's very early game, and cooking 2 means more calories, and things cook a little bit quicker. Just do more, or do I have you? We're actually okay water-wise. I can't make any more teas, can I? I cannot. Uh, give me a liter. And you. Yes, let me make some spare bandages. Hopefully we don't need them, but just in case. Okay, so we have 10 matches, a little accelerant. We have some skill books we might actually need, plus burnable books. A little coal, more would be nice. We got a full reishi, we got a tiny rose hip, in case we need it for actual medicinal purposes. I got some cattails, I got dog food we can tuck into, and we have porridge. Well, I said we need fire for that. We have 3 torches. Yeah, I should make sure to pull torches before we bid this fire adieu. 28, 29. That is no bueno. Yes, Andrea, I am trying to resharpen my français, in anticipation of maybe coming back to Canada sometime soon. I would hate to go back and not and have completely sound like an American trying to speak French in Canada. That would be it'd be a real fox pass. There we go. Oh geez. All right. You know what? fox? Yeah, yeah, exactly, Andrea. You know, as someone who works with words for a living, linguistic accuracy is my raison d'etre. I was trying to think. So did we dodge an aurora? Not quite. Okay. 21 day 21. We are rocking 7 liters of water. Do we need that many? Arguably, no. There. Little something for future Astrid. Plus, that lets us keep all of our cloth. And we do actually have some things that could use help. Feel weird fixing a baseball cap, but all right, fuck you then. Stay broken for all I care. God damn. See if I care. All right. Conditions allowing, and boy, is that a big one. Let's see if we can get to the plane crash. And I don't know, maybe we'll find some headgear that isn't totally resistant to being repaired. I'm not bitter. You're bitter. God, it's noon and it's negative 28. Ugh. But again, what did we expect? It's misery. And like I said early on, we're always going to be cold. It's just a question how well can we mitigate that cold. All right. Oh yeah. I guess I can probably share that. I was talking about going to the ophthalmologist on Tuesday, which I think was my first ophthalmologist visit since I got my the glasses I needed to get my learner's permit back in 1995. And the reason I did that is because during birthday week, I think it was Wednesday, I actually lost all sight in my right eye temporarily. It went away for like 30 minutes, which again, not very long. It did come back, but that was pretty disconcerting. And then because it's done that a couple times in like the last, you know, 5 or 6 years. I didn't think much of it, but then I mentioned it to my GP, and he said, "Hey, bud, you should really get that checked out." And well, all right, if you insist. So he referred me to Dr. Orlando. Oh, sappies. Oh, sappies, you hurt my heart. Terrifying. Yeah. Well, I mean, it should be. I think it was not a novel experience for me, which is probably why I was more blasé about it than I should have been. But yeah, so I went to the ophthalmologist. I explained the whole thing, and then so that's why he put the dilating drops in my eyes and proceeded to absolutely break my brain. But he said he couldn't see anything structurally wrong with my eyes. So yeah, my GP said, oh, you could be, they call it a transient ischemic attack, and apparently it's one of the many things COVID can do to you. But the ophthalmologist fella, he he didn't seem to think it was that big a deal. He said, yeah, it could be down to posture or just simply age. Which I don't recall hearing very much about this from people who have reached more advanced ages, but all right. So yeah, so I gotta just gotta keep an eye on that and see if they come back. Okay, here's the river. Okay, that's the barn. Right, we're gonna go. Yeah, we're gonna go straight out. We're gonna skirt the birch forest. We're gonna look for a barn. So yeah, I don't know. I'll keep an eye on it, and like if it persists, maybe we'll look for someone other than Dr. Orlando. See if I get a second opinion. Okay, so birch forest. Now there's a building up here, but I can't remember if this. I think this used to be a a potential hacksaw spawn, hammer spawn. I can't remember. Either way seems worth checking. But it might have been a victim of the loot refresh. Yeah, that is the plan. Excuse me. But we do need to be on our guard because there can be a moose and a bear in here. But if we get some birch bark, that would be fantastic. Tools would be even better, but again, we got to learn to temper our expectations. You got double Carl Bob? You got anything for me, Carl Bobs? You do not. How about you, other Carl Bob? The buildings are a bust. That is a negatory. We do have birch bark, though, so that's something. I am not exactly pleased with all the condition we're giving back. We did such a good job recovering our health, and then now we're just giving it away again. Oh, bear spotted. And there's the bear nooch. Alrighty, well, I think that means that's our cue to get the heck out of Dodge. Now, okay. If memory serves, there's a spot somewhere around here where there's actually a climb. But I can't remember if that... Does that... No, I think it's a double climb. Does that go to Skeeter's? And if so, do we want to do that? It's past noon, we're fairly fresh. And we are not cucumbered. Despite me forgetting to leave the oil and the flour behind. Well, but no, we are comparatively close to getting cooking 2, and cooking 2 means we can make bannock. And you don't even need a skillet for that. You can just make that right on the fire. I swear there was a climbing point somewhere around here. There it is. But yeah, that is only going to take us part of the way. So I see that. I mean, you can see the cliff above there. Okay, shroomies, yes. We're going to be very careful where we click so we don't waste more matches. Also, we're going to need all these reishi teas for when the sour stomach arrives, I feel. Oh yeah, and so we're right back where we started. Yeah, those candy bars are awful. Yeah, if we're really going to mitigate food poisoning, we're gonna have to stock up on cattails. Probably from the Muskeg or Ash Canyon, or why not both? Okay, I do not see this. Part of me says stop, make a fire, warm up, conserve your condition. But another part of me says this is, for Misery, this is as good as travel weather gets. We need to be moving. Like we can stop in the Burned Ridge Cave, pop in there, see if there's any coal, start a fire there, warm a tea, maybe make some porridge, and use that for a warming buff. Oh. Okay, their warmth is actually equal to the leather shoes. But at least they're not falling apart as much. Okay, we'll grab sticks for our fire. I'm focusing intently so as to not waste matches. You know, as soon as we find a fire striker, if we find one, then we can unclench. Now we don't look our Sunday best? Ha! Trick question. It's not Sunday. Boom. Oh, careful. Let's make sure we don't lose well-fed. Well, we don't have well-fed. Let's not lose our progress towards well-fed. I don't care about that Polaroid. But fine. There's a bed. All right. It is warm back here, so we have that going for us. And yeah, we'll just do a little snackaroony right away. Let's just drop those. And they want to leave behind. I don't know. 35 sticks? Well, no. No, we do not want to leave those behind. We want to use them. We're going to use the sticks to make the fire. Okay, are we sure there's no coal back here? We are sure. Boo. Okay, there is. Okay, click and hold. And there's a spot where the temperature changes. We will not use birch bark as tinder. Please stop suggesting that, game. Yay. It is -987. Oh yeah, hypothermia risk. That is unacceptably high. Okay, but we made it. Gave back all that condition regain, but we made it. Okay. Reishi. Make one. Yeah, you cook those. And then you get on the porridge train. Oh, right. Let me drop... See, this is what I'm talking about. I'm trying to be good with our team management. Okay, got 12 minutes. That's perfect. We can make another reishi. Probably should have been making that while it was cooking, but oh well. Just eat that straight up. Make that. How are we for water? We're fine. More porridge. Take that. I should probably just drop that from the drinks menu, shouldn't I? Okay, hot warming. Here, just make a half a liter. Okay, that wind's picking up. It does concern me. All right, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put this on for 2 hours. just in case we need it. I'm going to leave the fire going. I'm going to drink one of these most of the way up, saving it. And we're going to make a run at the plane crash. We're going to skip the sticks for now, get them on the way back. Ideally, we get some clothing. We should at the very least get a soda. Yeah, we'll work our way back from there. Soda? Soda desu ne. Okay, see any goodies up here? There are not. Rude. Yeah, no sense checking those. Not on this difficulty. All right, now let the trail of disappointment begin. And we'll see if we can keep this lit. My hopes are not high, but we got to give the game a chance to say yes. Yay, another baseball cap. Yay. Okay, so were there any suitcases over here? There are not. Let's see. No. No. Okay. I have Thermurus cured for now. Man, they nerfed the plane crash all to hell, didn't they? I mean, yeah, I know it is misery. Like, containers are going to be like 90% empty, but one damn baseball cap? That might be it. I went to the PV plane crash, and all I got was one damn baseball cap. Oh, excuse me, a baseball cap and a plaid shirt. Oh yeah, you made a liar out of me, game. Yeah, got me there. Jiminy Christmas. This is some Greek tragedy kind of stuff. Am I just going to let this go out? Well, I am now. This is... So we've hit Molly's, Big Barn, Little Barn, Thompson's, and the plane crash. And we have Sweet Fanny Adams to show for it. And our condition is absolutely diabolical. All right, well, get in there. Jeez. All right, so what now? Sun's about to go down. Can't make anything fresh there. Okay, we're gonna warm up. How warm are we? 1 degree. My God. Wait, how the? I only have 2 pieces of coal. Screw it. We got to get warm. All right. Getting all the way back to Thompson's is not an option. It's just too far. The way I see our options is this. There's the bunker not too far from here. And there's the space capsule. But there's no guarantee either of those are going to be warm. Oh, speaking of, let's check our clothing options. Weirdly, that the one thing we found at the that's an upgrade. 0.4, 0.3, you are not. I'm just gonna ditch those. Let's see. Burned? No. Burned, ridge, cave. Okay. I think we could check Skeeter's, but there's nowhere to sleep at Skeeter's. If we go to Skeeter's, we're basically committing to staying the night at the space capsule. Oh, so close to cooking too. If we do get to the space capsule, stay the night there. We could we could make a push, at least check Mountaineers. Could be a hacksaw there. There could be a hammer in that fishing hut. And there will be more matches at Mountaineers. That is true. Now it might not be warm enough to stay, although I have one more piece of coal. Go and check that. Yeah, you know what? Keep making that porridge. So we're warming up. Problem is we're also burning daylight. Okay. Yeah, let's go to Skeeter's. And we'll try not to sprint. We'll save our energy, and then we'll get to the space capsule. We'll stay there, conditions allowing. We'll visit Mountaineers, grab some more cattails from Crystal Lake, and if we will adjust our plan accordingly if we get a hacksaw or a hammer. Because yeah, Ash Canyon and the backpack are still on our to-do list. Yay, cooking too! That means it's Bannock o'clock. Yeah, let's grab torches. We'll down a tea. And we'll do what we can. Worst comes to worst, we do have a stim, but I wouldn't feel great about using it before we even get our first RNG affliction. Can you grab some decent torches, please? The answer is apparently no. Okay. Yeah, I'm second guessing not checking all those overhead bins, but I think it's been reasonably scienced that basically above Stalker, it's just not worth it. Oh, I do not like this. Are you fucking serious? I think the game has decided that living is just not for us. Ugh. No hammer, no hacksaw, no bedroll, no RNG matches. Fuck all her clothing at the plane crash, and this is going to be 5 blizzards in less than 3 days. Matches, I have 9. Yeah, Ellie, this is... I say this feels rude for... Yeah, this feels rude for Misery. But I guess maybe that's just me and not being on this difficulty very much. Ooh, okay, that's nice. Gourmet broth. Hey, there we go. I will definitely accept that. Okay. That's not terrible. That is kind of terrible. So we feel like 8. Excuse me. Yeah, you know what? Go ahead. Just chug that broth. See, that's 0.8, 0.4, 0.7. Lovely. I'm just going to drop that. And that. So am I? Oh, wait, I have extra socks too. All right. See, okay, here's the thing. We're at Skeeter's. If we were to go to that out, that's out. Either well, yeah, the closest places we can sleep. It feels like 5. That's something. The closest places we can sleep are the space capsule and Molly's, neither of which are particularly close. And BT Dubs, there's a damn blizzard going on out there. Again. So I'm trying to visualize. If we were to go to Molly's, we'd have to go. No, we'd have to. Yeah, we have to go back by the Burn Ridge Cave. Did I get my pot and skillet? I didn't get my pot and skillet. Okay. Otherwise, we head back out. We take a right, and we just hard charge to the space capsule. We'll go past the hunter blind. There could be something there. And we cross our fingers that the bunker is warm enough for us to sleep in and not risk our life. Well, not a whole lot for us to do here. Almost midnight. Blizzard's still going. Because yeah, it has to be torch friendly weather for us to make it anywhere. Yeah, because otherwise we just have that one blue flare, and that ain't gonna last. Well, let's just confirm it is in fact blizzard. It almost certainly is, but let's just confirm. Yep. How the hell did I survive 43 days on my first attempt? Because this is dicey. All right, we gotta wait until at least until the blizzard passes, however long that is. And with the luck we've had, it's probably going to take all the way till goddamn sunrise. And yeah, it's like that is exactly what it's going to do. And sunrise is the coldest time of day, which means what little warmth we have is going to go away even faster. And we're exhausted and we can't sleep. So we're gonna start bleeding condition even faster. Yeah, we'll do our due diligence and check if I can manage to find the door without. How how am I missing the door? I feel like that'd be hard to do. Nope. Fuck me dead. Still going. Honestly, there's a part of me that just wants to chuck this run and start fresh, because we we have got nothing. We ain't got shit for tools. We ain't got shit for clothes. Our pets' heads are falling off. Negative 58, huh? negative 58. But when we're out of the wind, it only feels like negative 40. That's not even something coal can overcome. And I only have one piece of coal. I've been out 5 minutes and we're already frozen. Just... I could stop and make a fire. What would the game do? The wind would change direction, it would blow out my fire, and it would say, fuck you, Trooper Barry. Fuck you in particular. Yeah, don't get too attached to that girl. This is the exact wrong time of day to be out. But I'm exhausted. I'm bleeding condition. I have to move. Three, two, one. Okay. Well, we made it happen somehow. This is... Yeah, I got a 50-degree fire going, and we're just... It feels like 10. I'm all aboard the struggle bus here. I'm not sure what to do. Well, we'll do what we can, which is just warm up as quickly as we can. Do I have any full teas? I have one full tea. Okay. Wherever we try to go, we're not going to be able to get there quickly. And we're gonna get cold almost instantly. And we're not gonna be able to sprint unless we bust out the stim. I would hate for that to be an option, but it might be. All right, here's what we do. We keep warming up. I'm gonna make all the porridge. No, I'm not. Wait, why am I not? Oh, because that was the end of the porridge. Okay, well, I said I was going to make all the porridge, and turns out I already did. Ha ha! Okay. See, it feels like negative. Well, it feels like 11 here. If I step away from the fire, it's negative 45. The Burned Ridge Cave is closer, but I don't have any coal. I have one piece of cedar and 15 sticks. I I went ham on this, and turns out we needed to. And because we're exhausted, we're bleeding condition. So we got to move, and we got to move fast. Okay. Here's what we do. This is maybe it only extends the run for a day. Maybe it kills the run, but we can't just keep staying here and doing nothing. I'm going to make the peaches. If they give us food poisoning, honestly, that's fine. Because we don't have that much health to lose anyway. Our fatigue is already emptied out. What we do is once our temperature gets dangerously low, we pop the stim, we YOLO to the space capsule. And if we have food poisoning or not, we sleep for 10 hours because we have to. But yeah, and like conditions, temperature aside, are as good as they're going to be in terms of travel. I will help myself to a couple more torches. Maybe only a couple. No, I want good torches. That's an okay torch. Can I have a good torch, please? I guess I'll... Well, yeah, thank you, Ellie. There's a torch. It's as good a plan as we're going to get. And that is a negative on the food poisoning. Make of that what you will. Now let's remember we do have that reishi on us. Oh man, if I could get a YOLO, just one piece of birch bark, just a single one. I see birch trees about. They have bark. Okay, game says fuck you. Death to your hopes and dreams. Okay. No, we want to go this way. Oh, you know it's this way. Yeah, the blind's this way, but the prepper bunker is also this way. We could also sack out there if we need to. Yeah, again, yeah, of course, of course. Like the wind chill is negative 23. Okay, yeah, we're freezing, we're exhausted, we're losing health. I want to get up to the top of the ridge. I want to see if I can see the bear. If not, it's time for Los Drogas. So we gotta move. There's, okay, oh no, okay, gosh dang it, it's on the other side. Can we? No, we can't. We cannot. We cannot. We cannot. We cannot. We can't. We can't. We can't. We can't. We can't. We can't. We can't loot. We can't loot the blind right now. We have to get somewhere we can sleep. If we're cold in here, we're dead.